Well, good morning, ladies. All right, today's coffee and confidence. Your crazy is showing. You might want to tuck that back in. Hashtag truth. So it is March 2nd. We are at a new moon. I just love the new moon. It's so exciting. It's such a time for our creation. And we've gone over this for several moons, so I'm just inviting you in today. So let me have a quick sip of my coffee. We were traveling a little, and one of the things that I noticed, even though we were picking up an organic, a fair trade, I appreciate and love the coffee that I make at home. We just love it. We found what we like, and right now it serves our purpose. Because sometimes our caffeine goes up, sometimes our caffeine goes down. The taste, the flavor, detoxing, cleansing, which are two different things. These things all impact your taste buds and impact the experience that we're having. So let's just talk a little bit about the Sap moon, okay? It's March. We know that the spring equinox is coming up. Everything about the season is rebirth, renewal. We're talking about, depending on if you have religious affiliation, Lent. It's very deep. It's very inviting, actually. Sometimes it can be a little fearful because we're anxious about shedding old things and giving things up. Let's talk about that. When we think about Lent, or if you're ever experienced that, a lot of it is removing something from your life for a period of time, something that you cherished, something that in the days now it's things like I'm giving up alcohol, I'm giving up chocolate. And those aren't super deep-seated things, but they are, in my opinion, a test of your will. If you're willing to make a change for that period of time, how does that impact your life? How does that impact you spiritually? And a lot of the practice for this is really digging into why you value that. And so the Sap moon is here. It just oozes good fortune. Bear with me while I use my notes here. This is the time of year when maple trees are tapped to harvest their sweet sap for maple syrup. So remember, when we look at the earth, this planet changing and rotating and growing, we look at the moons as a seasonal thing. So you'll see a lot of the themes throughout this based on where the seasons are, which is, it's beautiful because we should be eating seasonally and connecting with the earth's patterns. And this is a very old school pre-innovation or pre-industrial revolution concept, and we live in line with the earth's principles. So make sure you tap into the right opportunities so that you can enjoy the flow of abundance. Now, a lot of people think of abundance as an only financial thing. Yes, it's a part of financial. It's a part of the circle of life, or the wellness wheel. It's a part of things that should find their flow and harmony in your life. Most of the circles of life, they run anywhere from 6 to 8 items. That would be financial, social, emotional, spiritual, physical. Most of us focus primarily on the physical, and we forget the other aspects. We'll call it environmental or sustainable. That's, in my opinion, the connection to the earth that we have. Every month we have this opportunity, every day actually, but if we were to calendar it or lifestyle map it, you would be able to check in on yourself. And in the beginning of the year, when we look at the lifestyle mapping, or lifestyle design would be another thing we could call that, we're creating this map, this roadmap for what we want to look at as change in our life, what we want to aspire to, maybe what we're motivated for. And you have the opportunity to check in with yourself on every level of this holistic wheel. And what does that mean to the way you're living your life today, this week, this month, this quarter, this season? And it's just a beautiful dance. Is it perfect? No one is perfect. There's only perfect for where you are right now. Where are you living? Where's your mindset around these things? Intelligence and mental wellness, in my opinion, two different areas, but they interconnect. Everything interconnects. And it's overwhelming to think I have to look at 8 areas of my life all the time, but you're living it. So don't look at them all the time. Start with a little 2 or 3 day retreat. Do it in your home. Look for one in your community. We're going to start one. We're actually going to do it up in Weaverville. And we're going to open up the space, hold space, create an opportunity so that you can set aside the time to do kind of like a life audit and analysis if the left brain of you needs to hear that. Some of us like to live a little more in the right brain. So I was trained in the left brain personally, and I prefer to live in the right brain, but I get a little cattywampus in that. And then I'm wondering, well, why do I feel like I have no control? Well, you're always in control. You always have a choice. You always have a choice. Just understand that some of those choices are going to be a little deeper, a little heavier, and a little more impactful than everyday eating. Let's put it that way. Ultimately, the goal as a wisdom warrior is to learn to listen to your intuition. Your guidance is there. Your inner guru is there. We just aren't in tune with it all the time. It might just be off the radar. It might just be out here a little bit, but you can hear it or you know it, your gut feeling. So in the month of March, I'm going to be releasing a digestive healing and reboot. It's the perfect time because we're coming into spring. We want to cleanse out all the old. We want to bring nourishment in right at that gut level. That gut to brain connection is really important from a physiological perspective. So we want, I always think of this as really the new year. It's not the brand new year, depending on the calendar, but it is a seasonal renewal. We want to revive the body systems and organs. And we just finished a real food revival challenge in our gym, and it was very eye-opening to how hard it is sometimes to take a new year revolution, evolution, the revolution part, turning it into an evolution part. We're very stuck sometimes. And what did I just hear it called? We are in a time of, I don't know where my notes are. We are in an energetic storm on the planet. And everyone is a little bit off kilter, out of sorts. I shouldn't say everyone. Everyone is recognizing. Now, if you're up here looking at this 5-dimensional world, this new earth concept, and you're taking steps towards that, then you just might be ready to catch and plug it into your life. But a lot of other people are in this whirlwind or this energetic storm. And your job right now, the action items for this Coffee and Confidence today, is to find your peace every day. You need to ask yourself, do I recognize where peace is in my life? And that doesn't mean everything has to be calm and serene and have a yoga mat and the singing bowls and all of that. You need to be able to do this wherever you are in your day, in your life, in your car, in front of the grocery store, on your way to pick up your kids, while you're cooking dinner. 3 times a day. Can you sit back just for a moment and take that deep breath in through your nose and exhale What does it look like when you have your, I don't have my my spatula, but when I was cooking, what I would do is just almost find a little meditation in my stir fry, right? Turn off my phone if I'm listening to something, just turn everything off or find that space right in your heart center and ask, are you at peace inside of you? Are you grounded to the earth, heaven to earth? Inhale, bring it all the way down. Bring it through the feet, into the center of the earth, exhaling it back up. And just finding that peace, because peace and purpose are where we are right here in this new sap moon, right? We're creating. The new moon is always our creating space. What I want you guys to think about doing, and I'm going to start running, is we're going to do little 5-minute daily breath works together. And that's going to be in our Women Rocking Wellness group. So come on in and join us. You can do it every day. You can do it 3 times a week. 3 times a week is the minimum. And what we're practicing is how to find that peace 3 times a day. So your job will be then to take that and bring it forward. You only need a minute. That's why I do the 1-minute moments. In 1 moment, in 1 minute, what moment can you pull out of that? Focus on that just for a minute. Allow yourself to reset, renew. It's such an important time for us. Every spring, it's pretty amazing. And I've tried to come along and figure out like where I am and how I was brought up, what my core beliefs are, how I have reevaluated, kind of gone through that assessment. It's not always really pretty. Get your journal, you guys. Make sure that the journal is around you. I don't care if it's digital or if it's paper or if it's paper bag, paper towels. Every time we go into a restaurant that has paper napkins, my pen is out. And it's an interesting thing, but we talk about, we give ourselves the space to have conversations, especially when we're traveling, because there's all these new things around us. This is just setting your space so that you can shift the spirit. So in this new moon concept, and we'll do a super quick run through. Nourish your body, making sure that you have what you need before you sit down in the morning, okay? Maybe it's an evening ritual for you. Set your space. That's where we are here. I have one of the bowls right next to me. I'm going to use that today. We're shifting the spirit, whether you're using a crystal, aromatherapy. What are your favorite tools? You should be setting aside time for yourself once a day, between 5 minutes and 30 minutes. It's up to you how long that is. Create the space where you can center, meditate, breathe, connect to yourself. Open up the space, find your peace so you can listen if you're not sure where your purpose is. It's there. It's connected to you. Purpose leads to vision and mission. What are you doing in this world? Who are you showing up for? How are you showing up? And then we get to set the intention, right? So we've got nourish, set space, shift spirit, set your intention. Maybe that intention is just asking, what am I here for today? Show me today what I need to connect to, what I need to hear, what I should be seeing. Ask for the guidance every day, and then keep your eyes open, ears open, heart open. What kind of energy will you tap into this month? These are resets every month. You get to do this. Will you seek out new work opportunities, invite a new relationship into your life, embrace more spontaneity? These are some simple questions. Your questions are for you. In our Women Rocking Wellness group, in the Wisdom Warriors Monthly, we go through this process. And we have some journal prompts and some things like that, just to give you that kickstart. If you already have it, it's amazing. It's amazing to see what unfolds when you just ask one question. You set yourself to be connected and breathing. I think some of you I've explained, I went through the 10-10-10. For me, it started as a 5-5-5. It was really meant to be a 20, but for me, my attention span was not that long, of minutes. 5 minutes of connecting, breathing, stretching, opening the bodies up, creating a cellular flow. 5 minutes of connecting from the earth to the heavens, connecting to the divine opportunity, the divine connection that you have. And 5 minutes of journaling, writing down what I heard. So I'm opening, I'm connecting, and then I'm receiving. And I could write down whatever that felt. First, it just felt very jumbly. It's like a bunch of words, whatever. Did it mean anything? Or was I just trying to fill space? And once I let myself be open to the process, such a different experience. And it's very rewarding, right? In that revitalization of your soul, your mind, and your body. It's amazing. Okay. Now, along with that, we'll talk about this closing ceremony. So let's just go through this process. I'm going to go with my nourishment. I'm so excited because the greens are so tender right now, and it's such an amazing time to bring them freshly into your life. We have no smoke in the air, we have rain, we have this crispness, even though it's sunny out. So I don't know where you live, but here we are. I'm gonna go ahead and set the space a little bit. Yeah, and the energetic storm. Just sit with that for a moment. Finding the calm in the chaos. It's like being underneath the fan, right? We're sitting right underneath the fan, and the fan is spinning. Are you on the outside of the fan, holding on for dear life? Or are you underneath, where you can see everything moving around you, and you're choosing where to participate in that? Abundance in the wellness wheel, in the circle of life, in your creation. Actually, I'm all over the place. Yesterday was a crazy. So we're just gonna, before I start, so we can have a little focus on this here, I'm going to use the Moon Deck cards. These are one of my favorite. They're beautiful cards. I love the imagery. I love to take out of it what works. So here's our intention. The sap, new moon, abundance. I forgive me and let go with loving ease. This is a very heart-opening position in yoga. The heart is open. The chin is up. We're able to open up to be able to start speaking our truth. Let me go ahead and do a quick read on this, and then we'll just checking the time here, ladies. Number 15. I do certain decks I just enjoy. And if you have any, ladies, let me know, because we can rotate them. I forgive and let go with loving ease. Forgiveness is a potent medicine and one of the most important spiritual practices we can cultivate. When we forgive, we allow our lives to move forward with more ease. Deep challenges or past hurts may hold your greatest gifts and can be doorways to the incredible insight, growth, and compassion. When you forgive yourself or others, you say yes to life and open up to something more aligned. Wow. Ooh, when you say yes, deep challenges. Okay, we're gonna jump right in. Find a comfortable seat and visualize a person, a feeling you want to forgive and release. Imagine you're together in a healing circle of light. Each connected to the highest self with radiant hearts. If self-forgiveness is your focus, visualize you and your spirit as one in this circle. Repeat the following prayer several times, taking deep breaths in between each round. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. And this is the Ho'oponopono prayer and practice. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Welcome forgiveness and acceptance. Embrace the teachings of this situation and allow harmony and healing to expand within you. Continue with this prayer daily until you feel a softening and a cleansing. And that feeling, ladies, it might come immediately because you're ready to release and forgive. A lot of times we are stuck, not allowing ourselves to move forward. Most of that forgiveness starts with us because we are a part of all of the situations. No matter how deep the hurt is, how painful the trauma is or was. And here's the thing. If it happened in the past, it's over. Just for a second. If it happened in the past, it's over. If it's continuing to come up, it is something that's stored in the amygdala, and these practices will help open it, release it, forgive it, heal it. You're holding it. You're holding it within you. The psychosoma is very powerful. That experience will store into the cells of your body, into your muscular structure, into your organs. This is powerful healing medicine. This is the medicine that I prefer to use prior to looking at nutrition, supplements. You have to be willing to open and heal. And here we are with a new moon and the opportunity for that abundance. Find peace and purpose in the center of that energetic storm that is occurring right now. Create a safe space where you can come and practice every day for yourself. If every day is intimidating, start with 2 or 3 days and move to 3 to 5 days. It's a perfect time of self-care and self-love. Those are my favorite terms, but we'll find something that will fit. Self-care is incredibly important. You care for yourself, you can care for your inner circle, your sacred peeps, and then the community comes alongside. Ooh, all right, ladies, I forgive and let go with loving ease. Here we are in the Sap new moon. The spring equinox is coming. It's the time for renewal. I love you. Ooh, have a beautiful day. It's Wednesday. It's coffee and confidence. And Whew, I'm just feeling that release. Let yourself open and release. And now re-nourish. Find something wonderful and green and bring it into your body, bring it into your life.